Have you ever looked at a rainbow and thought, wow, how did that happen? Or maybe you've wondered why you shock yourself every time you touch a doorknob, like you're some kind of electric superhero. Well, you're not alone. Today, we're breaking down the everyday science behind these mind-blowing phenomena. And trust me, it's way cooler than you think. So, buckle up, because after this, you'll be the most fun person at your next party. Rainbows. Okay, let's start with rainbows, because who doesn't love a rainbow? It's like nature's way of saying, hey, look at how awesome I am. But the truth is, rainbows are all about light showing off. When sunlight hits raindrops, it splits into a spectrum of colors, kind of like when you drop your phone and the screen cracks in a million directions. The light bends, reflects, and bends again inside those drops, creating that perfect arc of colors. Fun fact, if you ever see a double rainbow, that's just nature flexing even harder by reflecting the light twice inside the raindrop. Double the rainbow, double the fun, right? Next time you see a rainbow, remember, it's just light showing off. Ice floating. Alright, let's talk about ice floating. Ever drop an ice cube into your drink and think, why are you up there instead of sinking to the bottom like everything else? Well, ice is a bit of a rebel. Unlike most things that get denser when they freeze, water pulls a little magic trick. When water freezes, it forms a crystal structure that's actually less dense than its liquid form, making ice float. If ice didn't float, lakes would freeze solid from the bottom up, and let's just say that wouldn't be great for all the fish trying to survive winter. So next time you're sipping on your iced coffee, give a little nod to the floating ice. It's literally keeping nature alive. Why the sky is blue. Ever looked up and thought, why is the sky blue? Like, why not pink or neon green, right? Well, blame it on Rayleigh scattering. Sounds fancy, but it's simple. Sunlight is made of all colors, and when it hits the atmosphere, the blue light scatters more than the other colors because it has shorter wavelengths. That's why the sky looks blue. But here's the fun part. When the sun sets or rises, the light has to travel through more atmosphere, so the blue gets scattered away, and you're left with those Insta-worthy reds and oranges. The next time you see a sunset, you can totally impress your friends by saying, oh, that's just Rayleigh scattering in action. Static electricity. Now let's talk about static electricity. You know, those tiny shocks that make you feel like you've been hit by a taser every time you touch a doorknob. What's going on here? Well, when you rub your feet on the carpet, you're collecting extra electrons like some kind of electron hoarder. Then when you touch something metal, those electrons jump ship, creating that little shock. It's not just you, by the way. It happens to everyone. And yes, it's totally okay to scream a little every time it happens. So next time you shock yourself, just remember, you're basically an electric superhero, minus the cool costume. Why we feel hungry. Ever wonder why you suddenly feel like you could eat a whole pizza? It's all thanks to a sneaky little hormone called ghrelin. When your stomach is empty, ghrelin tells your brain, hey, it's time to eat. Kind of like an annoying alarm clock that won't stop until you feed it. But it's not just your stomach. Your body also monitors your blood sugar, energy levels, and even the smell of food. Yep, that delicious pizza smell? It's working overtime to make sure you get hungry faster. So next time you're hungry, blame ghrelin. It's your body's little food pusher. How planes stay in the air. Alright, planes. How do these massive metal birds stay in the air? Magic. Nope, it's all physics, baby. Plane wings are designed so the air above moves faster than the air below, which creates lower pressure on top and lifts the plane up. It's called Bernoulli's principle, but let's just call it wing magic. Combine that with the engines pushing the plane forward, and voila, you're flying. Next time you're on a flight, just remember, you're riding on a cushion of fast air and science. Who needs magic when you've got physics on your side, right? Goosebumps. Goosebumps. Whether you're cold, scared, or just listening to a really emotional song, your body goes full goose mode. But why? Well, it's an ancient reflex from when humans were a lot hairier. Goosebumps helped fluff up our hair to trap heat or make us look bigger to predators. Spoiler alert, it doesn't really work anymore since we don't have enough hair. But hey, our bodies haven't gotten the memo yet. So next time you get goosebumps, just think of your inner caveman trying to keep you warm. Why we yawn. Let's talk about yawning. Why do we yawn? Well, one theory says it helps cool our brains, especially when we're tired. But here's the kicker. Yawning is contagious. Yup, even just watching this video might make you yawn. And if it does, congratulations. You're part of a social phenomenon that even scientists haven't fully figured out yet. Are you yawning yet? If so, don't worry. You're just a human with a very cool brain cooling system. Why we get brain freeze. Brain freeze. Nature's way of saying, slow down on that ice cream, champ. But what's really happening up there? When something super cold touches the roof of your mouth, the blood vessels in that area rapidly constrict and then dilate. This triggers pain signals in your mouth that travel to your forehead. So it's not your brain that's freezing, but your mouth playing a little trick on you. Pro tip, press your tongue against the roof of your mouth to warm it up and stop the freeze. Next time you're slurping down a milkshake, remember, your brain's not freezing, but your mouth is playing mind games. Why coffee wakes you up. Finally, coffee. The nectar of the gods. Ever wonder why it wakes you up? It's all about caffeine being a total adenosine blocker. Adenosine is the thing in your brain that makes you sleepy, and caffeine is like, nah, not today. By blocking it, caffeine keeps you feeling alert and ready to conquer the world, or at least your morning emails. So the next time you take a sip of coffee, just know it's kicking adenosine to the curb and giving you superpowers. Conclusion. So there you have it, the science behind the things we see and feel every day. From rainbows showing off to coffee saving our mornings. The world around us is full of fascinating little secrets, and now you're in on the action. If you learned something new today, give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more everyday science awesomeness. And hey, what phenomenon surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments. I'm dying to hear.